Today, we have to talk about a relationship that is so much more than just a relationship. Seriously, it's a high-stakes collision between two massive cultural forces, the artist and the brand. So, let's get right into it. Right off the bat, this quote gets to the absolute core of the whole story. It's this alleged fear, right? The fear of a critically acclaimed actor getting completely consumed by one of the most powerful celebrity machines on the planet. And that one idea, that fear, is really the key to understanding everything that follows. So, how did all this tension start to show? Well, it begins with something that should have been pretty simple, a romantic getaway to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And on the surface, it looked like a total fantasy. I mean, you see the photos. They're boarding her private jet, they're shopping, they're soaking up the sun. He's a 3-time Oscar nominee, she's a cosmetics billionaire. On paper, it seems like a perfect match, right? But the cracks in that perfect picture started to appear almost immediately. Yeah, right away, people online started questioning the narrative. Photos came out of this so-called intimate dinner, but then someone pointed out a pretty telling detail for our times. And that one small observation, well, it kind of blew the doors open to a much, much more complicated reality happening behind the scenes. And that disconnect that people were seeing, it leads us straight to the central conflict that reportedly defines this whole relationship. A battle over brand, image, and, of course, reality TV. Okay, so you can see it from their side. For the Kardashian-Jenner family, getting a 3-time Oscar nominee on their show would be a huge get. It brings a whole different level of prestige, and the ratings would be insane. But for Chalamet, it's apparently seen as a total disaster for that serious actor image he has worked so hard to build. So his response, reportedly, isn't, "Let's talk about it." It's a hard pass, a hard no. And this isn't just about wanting privacy. It's supposedly about this idea that his world of high art cinema is completely separate from, and above, the world of reality TV. And that refusal, it's all rooted in one very specific, very famous fear. And there it is. That fear has a name: the Kardashian curse. It's been a piece of pop culture lore for years, and according to sources, it's something Chalamet is desperately trying to avoid. It seems he's seen what can happen when other men get a little too close to the family's media machine. So what happens when you say no to the biggest reality show in the world? Well, apparently it leads to a very strict and, from the sounds of it, very one-sided set of rules about how this relationship works in public. I mean, just look at this. It's basically a playbook for a PR strategy, not a relationship. It feels like a series of transactions. He gets a huge publicity boost when he has a movie to promote, right? But when it's her turn, when she launches a new fragrance, crickets, radio silence. And this quote from an insider really just highlights the alleged power imbalance. It paints this picture where their public appearances are completely dictated by his movie schedule, leaving her, the billionaire, let's not forget, reportedly in a position where she has to ask for his time. Just wild. But this whole dynamic isn't just about publicity. People online have started noticing a pretty big shift. Not in him, but in Kylie herself. It looks like she might be the one adapting to fit into his world. Have you seen this? People on social media are literally calling it her Lily era. The internet is just flooded with these side-by-side photo comparisons, arguing that Kylie is changing her entire aesthetic, everything from her clothes to her facial expressions, to look more like Timothée's famous ex, the actress and model Lily Rose Depp. And why does this matter? Well, because this whole perceived transformation really shines a spotlight on the massive gap between their brands. You've got Lily Rose Depp, who represents this kind of mysterious, high-fashion, artsy world. And then you have Kylie, who built her empire on influencer culture and selling directly to her millions of followers. They are worlds apart. And honestly, nothing makes that difference clearer than a recent controversy. While Chalamet is out there campaigning for Oscars, Kylie is on social media promoting cutting jellies. The backlash was immediate. Fans called it irresponsible, comparing it to those old flat tummy tea fiascos. It's just a really stark reminder that these two are operating in completely different universes. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. What we're actually watching here isn't just another celebrity romance. It is a massive collision between two totally different ideas of what it even means to be famous today. This right here really breaks the whole conflict down. On one side, you have the artist. We're talking prestige films, a carefully private image, and a deep fear of cheapening his brand. And on the other side, you have the brand. A reality TV empire built on giving everyone total access, selling products directly, and being the very machine that he's so afraid of. It's a fundamental clash of values, of strategy, of culture. Which brings us to the big, final question, right? In a power struggle this intense, something's got to give. So who bends? Does the artist get pulled into the orbit of the brand, or does the brand try to reshape itself to fit into the world of art? The answer, whatever it is, could tell us a whole lot about the future of celebrity itself.